So we are now over a week into our investigation of the catastrophic fire at Grenfell Tower. I can confirm that the numbers that we have of presumed dead, confirmed dead or missing still remains at 79, with 9 people being formally identified as dead. I know that there is a fear that that number is a lot higher, and I do not want any hidden victims of this tragedy. Through our family liaison officers and local council networks, we are prioritising establishing exactly who was in Grenfell Tower that night. The Home Office has assured us that they will not use this tragedy to check people's immigration status, and neither will the police. And I urge people now who know people that were in that tower that night, either as a resident or people visiting, to phone the incident room on 0800 032 4539 and let us know who those people were. This is one of the largest and most complex investigations that the Metropolitan Police has ever undertaken. There are currently over 250 specialist investigators working on all aspects of this investigation. It will establish how the fire started and the speed and spread that it took hold of that building. There are 2 points of priority for me: the speed that it did spread through the building, but also the internal safety aspects of that building. On the first point, we are examining with experts the aluminium cladding and the insulation behind the cladding, how the tiles were fixed to the building and how it was installed. Preliminary tests on the insulation samples collected from Grenfell Tower showed that they combusted soon after the test started. The initial tests on the cladding tiles also failed the safety tests. Such are our safety concerns on the outcome of those tests. We have shared our data with the Department of Communities and Local Government, and we have ensured that that information data has been shared with every council. We are also concerned about the fridge freezer in this matter, and we have been working with the Department of Energy, Business and Industrial Strategy, who are working with Hotpoint on the safety of that fridge. We know this fire wasn't started deliberately, and we know that the fridge freezer in this matter has never been subject to a product recall before. Further tests are ongoing onto that fridge. To elaborate on the other parts of the investigation that we are doing so far, we have seized a huge amount of CCTV, and we've received over 70 images and moving footage following our appeals out last week. And I'm grateful for everybody that has sent in their images. Please continue that and let us know if you've got any images or any other information regarding this fire. On the night, we received over 600 999 calls made to the fire ambulance and the police, and we have listened to every one of those to truly understand the fire and how it took hold that night. Some of these calls are over an hour long and truly harrowing in their content. We have started to take statements from the occupants and visitors to Grenfell Tower that night, and this work will continue. In terms of seizing relevant material from a number of organisations, I can confirm that that has already started and underway. I want to be as transparent as I can in regards to this investigation, because at the same time I need to protect the integrity of my investigation. Because if I find out that individuals or organisations have committed offences, then I must be in a position to prosecute without prejudice to any proceedings. Our search of Grenfell Tower to recover all those inside and return them to their loved ones continues. The working conditions down at Grenfell Tower are difficult and distressing in many ways. I've personally spoken to the teams down there, and I totally understand their commitment in ensuring that we recover everything we can from that tower. and provide it back to the families of those that died in that fire. Such is that devastation down at the scene. This may take at least to the end of the year, and there is a terrible reality that we may not find or identify all those that died during the fire, which is why I appeal to people that know that people are still missing to please come forward. We will do everything we can with the utmost sensitivity and dignity. We want to provide the best possible answers for all those who have been so deeply affected by this tragedy.
Fiona, what sort of cooperation are you getting from the many companies involved in this?
At the moment, the cooperation's been excellent, I've got to say. We've been provided information straight away, certainly even information about other buildings that may have been affected, and we've been able to send that on.
But have you raided premises and seized documents?
We're not raiding, we have seized documents, yes.
Det Sup Superintendent, there's a real problem because the families and the survivors simply do not believe the figures you're releasing about the dead and the missing, and they think you are trying to hide the scale of the tragedy. What would you say to that?
The figures that we've got so far are the figures that have been accumulated to date by the amount of calls that we've had, the huge amount of calls that we've had into our casualty bureau, along with the numbers of people that have been in hospital and the number of people that we have been able to confirm as dead. And that we are working through a number of other lists that we've been given by various organisations to ensure that we've captured every figure that we can. But that is why this appeal today, to yourselves really, is to please phone us. We've worked with the Home Office to get the assurances that we will not use this to check immigration status, because I really want to ensure we've got those.
The stress and anger that it's causing the families, and
absolutely,
they're coming up with numbers of their own.
Absolutely.
Real distress.
They are the numbers, and this is painstaking work that is going on 24/7 at the moment. Our Casualty Bureau has been open 24/7 to get these numbers out. These are the numbers that we are working through. I fear that there are more. I do not know who they are at the moment, and that is why I am really pleading with the public to please call us on our free phone number on this, 0800 032 4539.
You say there's a lot of people present and a lot of concern from families about the speed of outages. You say you've now accessed all the floors of the block. What is the speed state of the?
Well, as you can imagine, this is a huge fire that raged at very, very intense heat. It's a dangerous scene, and so the investigation has to be done extremely sensitively. Working with the coroner, Dr. Fiona Wilcox, on this, her and my absolute wish is that we recover everything that we can from that scene, and that we treat everybody there with integrity and dignity. So that will take a long period of time. The tests were done by the Building Research Establishment. I am not a person that can answer that question.
You say that you don't have any interest in checking the immigration status of people who come forward, but there may well be other reasons that people don't want to talk to you. People perhaps who are illegally subletting, things like that. Some politicians like Steve Khan have said that there should be an amnesty. Do you back that? Would that make your job easier if you said it doesn't matter why you're in that building, we won't prosecute you?
I think that's too wide-reaching at the moment. Minor things like subletting, we can obviously talk to the council about. It would depend what the other offences are that you're talking about at the time.
Okay, last question.
What are the potential criminal offences that you're looking at, and how many organisations have you seized documents from?
We are looking at every criminal offence from manslaughter onwards. We are looking at every health and safety and fire safety offences, and we are reviewing every investigation, every company at the moment involved in the building and refurbishment of Grenfell Tower.
Okay. Yeah.
That's one more just on what
and that is Detective Chief Superintendent Fiona McCormack making that statement and taking questions from journalists outside New Scotland Yard.